Hi and welcome. Have you ever tried to quit smoking or lose weight or some other type of habit that you have, and let's say for a New Year's resolution, and you're doing very well in the beginning, you're very motivated and dedicated towards achieving this goal that you want, and you're very strong and determined, and it's going well for a while, but then all of a sudden, when you start to get distracted or the motivation or dedication starts to wear off or wear down, you start to revert back to this old way of your life where you're maybe eating again or smoking cigarettes again, and you wonder why that happened. What was that unseen force that reverted you back to that, what you didn't want to do for yourself in life? Well, I'm here today to explain to you what that is that controls you like that and what you can do to alter that. My name is Scott Key. I'm a certified hypnotherapist here in Temecula, California. And today I'd like to describe what we call the theory of mind. And the theory of mind is an explanation, it's a symbolic representation of what your mind is and how it works, so that you can get a better idea of why you always slip back into the negative thought patterns and the negative habits that you have. I'm going to go ahead and show you this diagram right here. This is basically just looks like a circle. This circle represents your mind when you're born. And it's pretty much a clean slate except for two primary responses which are held in the primitive area of your mind. And this primitive area is basically reverts you back to the caveman days, where when you came upon a threat you could either fight that threat, so that's one of the responses is fight, or flight, meaning run away from that threat. So those are two primary responses you're born with, fight or flight. Now fight in modern days, you can't just fight everything that you don't agree with. You can't punch somebody in the nose because they cut you off in your car. So fight nowadays in modern times has turned into anxiety. So you build up anxieties in yourself instead of fight. And flight, instead of flight now in modern days, you have depression. And not clinical depression, but just a depressive state where you feel like you need to get away or kick back and watch TV, or maybe put your head under the covers, close your eyes, and just kind of relax and let the day kind of dissipate away from you. So those are your two primary responses. But after that, you start to build associations and identify the things around you from when you're from when you're born till around age 8 or 9. During this time, like I said, you identify and associate to the world around you, and you build responses to those, to what you come across in life. So for instance, a boy that was raised with a puppy and he learned to love puppies, he's a boy that loves puppies. Maybe another boy got bit by a puppy when he was a kid and he doesn't like puppies, he's very fearful of puppies. So even though those two boys had experienced the same identification, which was puppies or dogs, they built two totally different responses to dogs. So that's how we start to develop our programming in life. And we have positive things that happen to us and negative things that happen to us. We do things that are positive for ourselves, and we do things that are negative for ourselves. And all this bunched together becomes what we call our life script. It's our knowns. It's what's known to us. And this life script and these knowns that are positive and negative in nature, they become very automatic and habitual responses, almost childlike responses. All this area that we're talking about right now, the primitive mind and the knowns and the life script, all that area of your mind is called the subconscious mind, and that is 88% of your total mind power. 88%. After the age 8 or 9 years old, you have this critical area of mind that's developed. And the critical area of the mind starts to filter the information that's coming in. It's kind of like it's a protection device for your subconscious mind, for what you know already, for what your script is. And it protects new information that's coming in. So if information doesn't agree with what you believe in, what you believe to be true, then you reject that information. So if, let's say you grew up and your parents used to tell you you weren't smart or you weren't ever going to achieve anything in life. If somebody said that you were smart or you're going to be very successful, you wouldn't believe that, because your subconscious mind that was programmed when you were, before 8 or 9 years of age, thinks that you're not a person that's smart. So it's not going to believe that statement and it's going to kick it out. So that's what the critical mind is. And that's basically like your inner self-talk, that person that talks in your mind all the time and is defending everything, all the information that's coming in. That's your critical mind. So you grow up a little bit more, you start to develop your logic, reasoning, decision-making, analyzation. You start having desires. So if you add all those things up, that's your conscious mind. So your conscious mind is around 12% of your total mind power. So you've got this 12% that is this logical decision-making type part of your mind that wants to quit smoking, for instance. It makes this determination. It has a very strong desire to quit. And it says to the subconscious mind, I'm a changed person, I'm going to change. And this is the new me. So you go about it for a little while and that conscious mind stays strong. But then as soon as that conscious mind starts to not be motivated anymore or gets distracted, that subconscious automatic programming that you have from when you were younger starts to kick in, and it says, hey, you told me smoking's good. We enjoy smoking. We like to go out to the bars and smoke. We like to have a smoke after we eat dinner. And smoking is enjoyable to me. That's what the subconscious mind believes. So if the conscious mind is not strong, that 12%, then that 88% of the automatic habitual responses are going to take over and you're going to start smoking again. So there are ways to change the subconscious programming. And how that happens is it's through overload. So there's an overload of message units disorganizes that critical area of your mind. And it allows information to get into that subconscious mind. And that's what I do as a hypnotherapist. I use hypnosis. And what hypnosis does is just a relaxed state of focused concentration and relaxation to where that critical area of your mind, that self-talk area of your mind, kind of sets itself aside for a little while. And it doesn't critically analyze things as much. And then when I'm talking to you in hypnosis, it's your subconscious mind that I'm talking to. And I can help it to change some of those negatives that it has into positives. And replace these negatives with positives. And increase the amount of positiveness you have in the subconscious mind that will lead you towards success. It'll make your subconscious mind congruent with your conscious mind. What you want consciously will also be what your subconscious mind wants now. So hypnosis is one way to change that subconscious programming. There's another brilliant way of changing your subconscious programming, and it takes about 5 to 10 minutes a night to do. It's called the mental bank. And if you go to our website, which is www.submindtools.com, submindtools.com, there's a section called Mind Tools or Subconscious Mind Tools. You'll find the mental bank in there, and there's a 2-hour video you can watch from the son of the person that originated this program. And the mental bank is great. It only, like I said, takes 10 minutes a night. It totally can reprogram your subconscious mind towards success. You'll really enjoy it. I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you got a lot of information out of this. This information has changed my life. I hope it's going to change yours. It gets you to understand that it's not your fault how you turned out. It's your programming from when you were before the age of 8 or 9. And at that time, you just took in everything as absolute truth. You didn't know right from wrong or good from bad. You took in what people told you, and that's what you believe about yourself now. But that isn't working for you anymore, and now you know 2 tools that you can use to change that subconscious programming, to change you as a person, and to help you develop into a better person, a more successful person. So, once again, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it for you, and have a great day.